Hello, I'm Aaron and welcome back to the Laststandgamers channel. So here in front of us we've got quite a spectacular spotlight on our hands today. Freshly in the DMs, a message from Default Trashbag stored this little ship. Now I wouldn't say little, there's nothing little about it, there's hours of detail, carving, well, more than hours, probably days, weeks of crafting this ship. Una and Default Trashbag have definitely worked a number on it, and I wouldn't expect anything less than members of our community who are super passionate about building ships and space engineers. Wow, let's start with a little bit of an exterior tour. I'm not going to bore you too much, but we'll try to cover all the details and have a look what this thing has been crafted out. So there is a few mods on this ship. I do warn you, you big vanilla fans, you're going to see them and go, oh, modifications, oh no, that ruins the design. Modifications are nice, especially if they're used tastefully to do things that space engineers can't quite do itself. So coming up here at the front, we have the large torpedo batteries. Up here you can see some of the modded weapons stored in that little section down here. We've got various communications arrays that have been crafted to add some detailing from afar, and also produce probably various signals, and all the machinery to guide this thing's going to need different sequences of events, isn't it, to line all the lasers and railguns up. So you can see we've got ourselves a lovely, is it a railgun? It looks very much like a railgun. You big fans of The Expanse are going to have to tell me exactly what this thing is capable of. We'll give it a shot though a little bit later on. You see it's even got the MCRN logo there on the top, very cool indeed. But you've got that really iconic shape, the up and sort of downward hammer type shape there on the front. Really cool to see in the detail. And as we work our way along the ship, just above the actual railgun there, you can see we've got this detailing that's really been etched into each individual part. We've got venting, we've got ladders, and it just creates such a pop from a distance away when the shadows start to activate. You can see the ribbon up here. We've got various different point defense weapons. We've got the lovely Gatling guns. So it must be using the full Expand sort of weapon style pack here. These PDCs are going to do some serious work of incoming weaponry and some small fighter ships, keeping them off the Donnager, letting it do its job of delivering them large missiles and railgun fire. So coming down underneath below, you can see we've got even more detailing. We've got some venting going down here in this section, some conveyors. We've got another MCRN logo on there, just in case you forgot when this thing, you know, drives past who owns it. And as we work our way into the engine bay, this is where some real detailing craftsmanship has been put into this thing as well. So all these engines are off on a tilt, so they are subgrids. But just look how they've built up the layers of this. They've staggered them off with the new blocks that are in Space Engineers now. I mean, a lot of you are probably very used to them, but you can just make some incredible details. Let's look at the layers, how they've layered it up. They've added detail, and especially the colours. You can see the contrasted, that lovely orange, the flat matte black, and then the different texture of that steel there as well. Using them colour blocks just to really bring out the detail in each panel. Look at the detailing of this one as well. So we've got some blast door blocks working into there. Really nice indeed. So let's have a look along the top of the ship here itself. We might have to rotate the sun around. We've got another MCRN little banner there as well. Then we've got the top deck. Look at that, a cool little docking hatch almost of some kind. Let's work our way around the back. And I'm going to always say this, with all these sci-fi series, is I dabble in them, I watch a little bit in them, but sometimes I really do struggle to get some of the background story of some of the larger ships. I don't read into it as much as I know some of you do in the comment section, and you absolutely beat me down over it. So very cool indeed. Let's have a look at here. So this looks like it could be some sort of hangar bay. So we're inside and we're beginning the interior part of the tour. We've got down below the hangar bays, and we've got the docking windows down there as well. There is a little bit of a button panel, so if I do jump into my character, and you can see gravity is orientated in the correct direction for the ship, I can actually open up these bays by accessing this panel. Or I thought I could. Let's just see if this panel is turned on. Yeah, so this one doesn't seem to be wired up just yet. It needs some buttons to open that up, but I know you can do that from another control room, so we should be fine when it comes to accessing this. Now, the interior of this ship, this is a bit of an interesting one. When we're flying around it, you do get very, very, very lost indeed. So I'd look for an access point to move into the next room, but I'll also do this through the spectator camera as well. So as you can see here, tucked right down below, we have these little access doors that take us through 300, well not 300 meters. The trash bag was telling me there's over 300 meters of ladders here, so don't dare walk it or you'll bore the viewers to death. So as we come up into this little section, we've got a detailed hydrogen storage area, some little back coves down here for some fighting. With these large ships, it's always difficult what to do with the interiors, just exactly what you can fill with it. So as we come back down there, past the various different layers of ladders, you can see there is another shaft down here. Oh no, maybe there's just an unfinished area. But we'll continue moving ourselves up and we'll break through some of the walls as well, just to see what's going on behind the scenes. So there's the reactor room that we just entered into. And as we continue coming up through here, we move on to the next level. So this looks like it's an equipment store, cargo storage, racks upon racks. You need some sort of ladder to get up to these higher racks if possible. And then coming into these each individual rooms, we have, yes, even more ladders. The vertical designs of these Martian ships are quite interesting indeed. It'd be much better if they had some sort of jetpack. In the movies, I think they can just pop into the shaft and basically just float up and down of some kind. Or they have some sort of elevator system in place. So coming up into the next little hallway, we've got detail on either side here. These just access more stairways, more ladders that keep going up. You can see we've got more shafts that lead up into this area as well. So inside this little area, we've got a command. Oh no, it's not a command room. We're not there just yet. We've got the little cafeteria area where the crew, and there would be a massive crew on a ship like this, could eat some snacks, have some food. So let's continue moving our way up. So you can see tucked in behind the layer, a little gravity device, so the gravity keeps spaced out. We've got various different crew quarters. These are a little bit fancier in design, you could say. So these, I think there's 4 or 5 on each side. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors either side, so 4 or 5 crew compartments on either side. Maybe these are for the higher ranking crew members. And as we continue to go, see, there is plenty of space around here where you could just cram infinite things, but it would just start to have more of a hit on performance. Moving into this area, we have these little halls that wrap around into various different medical and scanning areas. So I think we've got like a scanning area over on this side. Let's have a quick pop into one of these other rooms. We've got suit storage over here, and I guess these will be replicated, and we've got empty rooms ready for whatever they decide to add in next. So let's continue up the stairs into the next area. So you can see there's a few more areas where there just isn't quite anything in just yet. We've got like a hangar or a processing room. Oh no, this is the command and control room, is it? Oh, what is this room? Is it like a safe bunker, or is it the cell where they keep people? I'm not too sure. You'll have to let me know. People that know this ship really in detail. Why is this room floating in the middle here? Is it a control center? Is it an area to dock and go outside? Let us know. So coming off to the side here, what do we have going on through here? So we've got these little corridor walkways leading up around the side, and we'll continue going up through the ceiling. So we've got a storage area above. Then we're moving into another one of these larger sealed rooms. So this looks like a command and control center, and I can understand why it's spaced out like in this configuration as well. So if a rocket or a round does hit, just look at all the extra space that it's got to go through, and these armored walls are going to be thick. Yeah, it's going to be hard to take out the command and control center. Very nice indeed. We'll have to continue working our way up. So as we go to the next floor, we've got this large empty space with some connectors semi-plumbed in there. Let's have a quick look what's going on here. Oh, we've also got remote control systems going on through there. And I believe we have entered out now to the exterior. So there we go. That's the interior. Still plenty of space if default trash bag or you decide to add anything else in there. But you'll have to let me know in the comment section how detailed you think that interior is and what else could be added into some of them empty sections. That's if the computer can survive it. Anything else being added in there. So to the command and control center we go. So we'll breach all the security and teleport away past it. And now we have control. So we've got actual control of the big cannons on the side. Ooh, yes, please. And then we've got remote control of the ship itself. Now, this ship is currently a station, so we're going to have to change that. So if we go into the info and we convert this to ship, let's prepare for a little bit of a shift in lag. It's going to happen. So there we go. We've got a shift in lag. Power usage is through the roof. Weapons are firing. Very cool indeed. Let's see if we can get into a different perspective. Just have a little bit of a look as this ship moves. So Trashbag did say this ship is a little bit drifty, and the reason for that is because the sails are on the side. But look at the movement for a ship of this size. That's really quite good, to be honest. So we've also got this function. Let's just check it before we press it. So that's the hangar doors there. We've got on that function, so they'll be opening up underneath. Oh, that's quite a quick opening. You can deploy the fighters out the bottom, and you can close that up too. Let's do a little bit more maneuverability testing while these lasers continue to fire. So yeah, we've got good acceleration. You can see it's accelerating quickly, and what's our deacceleration like? Super quick as well. So this thing could definitely, it could even hold up against some of the larger ships in a dogfight. There we go, bring it around that way. Oh, lovely. And there goes the lasers one more time. Let's see if we can access any more of the weapons. I'm guessing they might be in some of these control seats here, or maybe they haven't been quite wired up just yet. So we'll go back to our central control seat. We've got one button that's been... Oh, so torpedoes button's been unwired by the look of it in the groups. So let's see if we can set anything up. So we'll turn them lasers off. We'll go to our groups quickly. So there's nothing left in there. Torpedoes. We've got some torpedoes on here. Let's shoot all the torpedoes. And let's put that on. Okay, I've not used this weapon pack before, so I'm not too sure how the torpedoes work or fire. But we've got nothing popping out there for the moment. Anyway, we've had a really cool look around both the exterior and the interior of this ship. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section below, and make sure you support the creators. There'll be a link to the ship down in the description of this video. Really cool indeed, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next.